Okay, welcome back. Good morning. You can see what we got in front of us today. These are some beef spare ribs. Now, you know what you're used to seeing me cook is like the full plate section, and what these are is they're just single ribs, and they cut them in half. Is what I'm guessing it is. Actually, I know what they are because they are still pretty big bones in it. It's still a lot of meat, but this is what I got. I wanted to do some like regular beef ribs, like the beef ribs that look more or less like pork ribs, but they're beef. I had two pretty good looking racks that I picked up the other day, and opened up the package, and they were rancid. Like, it stunk up my whole kitchen. They smelled so bad, so I had to throw those in the trash. And I just so happened to have these thawed out in the fridge as well. So these smelled good. These are what we're gonna cook. Like, see, we got some a couple of potatoes back there. Those are not pre-cooked at all. All I did was wash those off, poke them with a bunch of holes, melted up about a half a stick of butter, rolled those around in there, and seasoned them up. The seasoning we're using today, I very easily could have made this, but I found it at the store. It's called Scotty's Richland Food and Scotty's Meat RX. So combinations in here is like black pepper, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated onion, spices, salt, sugar, paprika, dehydrated red bell pepper, dry smoke, and then some other stuff. But besides that, we're going to cook this today on the Pits and Spits Maverick 1250. We're going to cook it at 225, and the kind of pellets, we got like a combination of 3 different pellets in there. I got like some smoke ring oak, I got some lumberjack competition, and I also have some lumberjack char hickory. So I got just a big old pellet concoction in that pellet hopper going on. So besides that, I'll sign off here and pick back up when we're down at the Pits and Spits. All right, real quick, I did not put the food on, but I just want to show you guys and girls how accurate this thing is. Now, what I got going on here is I got like a little temp test going up. I got 3 probes in there. The grill is set to 225. You're going to probably have a hard time seeing it with the sun, but it is set to 225, I promise you. And you can see that we got 221, 222, 223, all within a degree of each other. And here's the placement of the probe. So I got one far right, one middle, one far left. So to have a plus or minus, what was it, 3 or 4 degree swing from what the control readout is from side to side, I don't know if you're going to get better than that. I mean, that is pretty dang good. So besides that, now I will sign out here quick. I'll get the meat on and I'll give you a quick peek. Okay, back down to the Pits and Spits. Just threw the meat on, give you a quick peek. There she be. Got big potatoes that are spare ribs are, or short ribs are. I am going to temp probe one of these short ribs here, but I'm probably going to let them cook for at least 2-3 hours before I do that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is shut this thing down. And I haven't made my mind if I'm going to spritz these with some water or not. But either way, we'll probably check back in a few hours. Alrighty, so we are back, and we have been on for about 5 hours. But before I show you the meat, I talked about my pellet combination at the beginning of this cook. So I'll just quick give you a peek at what I'm talking about here. You can kind of see I got the, these are the char hickory, and then I don't know, this is either this is either lumberjack competition or smoke ring. But I got 3 different flavors of pellets in here. I kind of just pour a little bit in, and then pour a little bit of other ones in and mix them up, then pour another one in and mix them up. But that's a combo I got going, and it smells good. I mean, I can say I've never smelt this thing, no matter what the pellets are, that smelled bad, or I never had pellets smell bad. But here we go, we'll give you a quick peek at the meat. Been on for about 5 hours. Internal on this one is at about 174, and what I've been doing every hour is taking my little spritzer bottle here and giving the ribs a little coat of moisture on the outside. So now, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing down, and I will probably pick back up one more time when it is time to eat. So we'll see you then. Alrighty, so we are back, and it is it's time to eat, or I already have eaten, but actually I haven't eaten yet. But real quick, I'll give you just a run over the cook time. We did 225 for about 7 hours. Brought these up to probe tender. Probe tender ended up being like 203 to 205. And by probe tender, I mean I take a toothpick, I stick it in there, and as long as it goes through like hot butter, it's good. So besides that, go ahead and take a little bite. You can see I already did, but we'll go ahead and take another bite. I love beef ribs. I love beef ribs. Here's one that I cut in half. You can see the smoke ring right there. It'll get better as it gets a little cooler. Don't mind tripod shaking. My dog bumped into it. But yeah, besides that, before I take another bite, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys and girls, have a good night, and we'll see you next time.